Hey ho, welcome to my channel. This is DJ Vinyl Vertigo. I know I said I was going to be done for the day, but I'm back with another video on the same day. Well, it's late. It's going into Monday almost, but it's late at night. And you'll probably see this tomorrow or the next day when you're looking for something to look at, if you're looking for something to look at. I just had an idea the other day. I was thinking about how sometimes I know Mazzy says it's the music stupid, it's about the music, but sometimes it's just about when you're shopping for records and you're looking for stuff and you come across an album cover that intrigues you and you just feel like there's something about this album cover that makes me think that I'm going to like this. So I'm going to show you a series of records that they were blind buys, basically, because I liked the cover or I was intrigued by the cover. Um, so I'm going to start with this first one that made me think of this. It's not the first time I've ever picked up a record because of what it looked like, but I'm going to have to cover this because it's got some nudity on here that I can't let you see. So I'm going to put my hand over it. It's a band called the Hunky Newcomers, and the record's called "Secret of the Booze." Before we start, I just want to say, if please subscribe to my channel. It just helps the channel, and also hit the like. It just helps the channel to go forward, and just the more people that look, the more I can get my information out to people, and that kind of stuff. So it always makes me feel like I'm part of the community. The more people are subscribed to this channel. So it's got a lot of songs on here, and it made me think right away, this is a punk record, and it is a punk record. It was probably a labor of love. It's probably it's on GTE Records, Bermuda Mohawk Productions. Their songs are all written by the Newcomers, except for one song called "Bitchin' Summer" and another song called "Everybody." But I'm going to show you the cover. I'm going to cover up what I need to cover up. Yeah, the guy's completely... Well, I'm going to take this out so you can see. I was intrigued by the cover. My hand's covering vital parts here. Let's see. Some of the songs are called "Let's Get Stinko." It's not even look at the cover. It's flimsy. I mean, when I took it out of the thing, it's not even, it's just, I think this is homemade, basically. Pretty cool. Tight as the Night, Colonel Crustard. Baby bailed me out. I'll effing fight you. Baby gave me the clap. Bitchin' Summer. Give me a shot. Travel the world. Dead by dawn. UFOs over Lake Michigan. Everybody. Baby's got two jobs, and the last song is called "Time to Die." So this is Hunky Newcomers, "Secret of the Booze." So it intrigued me, so I picked it up. It was cheap, and I said, let me check it out. It's standard, punk rock. It's kind of cool. So I like to have it in my collection. It's kind of a conversation piece. This is one that I got maybe a year or so ago. This is, I didn't know anything about this artist, but I'm glad I picked it up because I've been getting into a lot of the British new jazz, NU jazz. A lot of the young up-and-comers in the music industry in the UK. Some coming from Africa, some coming from Jamaica, wherever. A lot of African diaspora, and also, Caucasians as well. It's all kinds of people doing new jazz. They're influenced by jazz, and so they're bringing jazz and hip hop and trippy kind of stuff. Even a little bit of rock into jazz. It's a different kind of fusion. And Alchemist is a young man he's a DJ, MC, producer, piano player. He's a multi-instrumentalist. He plays drums as well. But he's the leader of this. That's why it's called Alchemist. This is called Variables. It's really smooth and nice, beautifully recorded. This was done in 2023, and I believe this was recorded in Amsterdam. But he's a British artist, and I don't really know any of the other artists that are on this record, but it's got some Africans on here that sing on this as well. But it's really cool. It's beautiful cover. Look at that cover. I mean, I was intrigued by the cover. It's a gatefold, so it's got all the information inside, and the listing of the songs on the back. But this is good. I mean, I definitely highly recommend it if you like something a little different. It's not acid jazz or anything like that, but it has that kind of acid jazzy, but it's kind of like that new jazz that's out now that mixes a little Afrobeat. It mixes also a little hip hop, that kind of stuff that you hear. You're finding now in the UK. A lot of the clubs are having a lot of this kind of jam sessions going on, and there's a lot of really cool collectives that are out there doing this new jazz. Alchemist. Okay. Then this is one of my favorite labels right now from Ohio, Coal Mine Records. But they came out with this record by this band who's it's kind of like a soul funk jazzy jam band called Surefire Soul Ensemble. And I was intrigued just because of the cover. This packaging it's very heavy cardstock from it's like the 60s, you know. Feels like the mid 60s, you know. It's almost like CTI, you know. Really nice. It's a big group of people, a lot of people in this band, but I really dig this stuff. It's instrumental. It's all instrumental, and it's like a jam session. It's a whole jam session. It kind of reminds me of Lettuce, a Snarky Puppy, and that kind of stuff. If you like that, you know, that kind of soul funk jam music, this will definitely spark your interest. This will definitely whet your appetite for that kind of music. I really dig it. They've got a song in here called Pig's Feet that's really good. Lemon Grove Swagger, it's great. Genie's Get Down, Rise of the East. Baja Norte is really great too. Excellent. And I just love the cover. I bought this as a blind buy, and I've since bought maybe 4 or 5 other of their records. They're really a strong group on Coal Mine. And there's a lot of great groups, a lot of great artists on Coal Mine Records. Really dig that whole enterprise. This I bought totally blind, and I'm so glad I did because I became a fan. This is a drummer from the UK named Micaiah McCraven, and this is a live mixtape that he did in Chicago and London. It's a collaborative release he's done. It's him with somebody playing using a computer, I believe. It's him. He plays drums. Just to let you know, this is the first collaborative release of International Anthem and Total Refreshment Center, a transatlantic partnership that blossomed over the making of this mixtape. International Anthem is a Chicago-born recording company that produces and promotes progressive media. And Total Refreshment Center is a studio, DIY venue, and independent record label from Hackney, London. And really cool. It's just it's performed by Micaiah McCraven on drums. Got Soweto Kinch on saxophone and voice, Theon Cross on tuba, Joe Armin Jones on Rhodes piano, Nubia Garcia, I think a lot of people know who she is, on saxophone, and Kamala Williams on keys. And there's a lot of other things going on. There's some loop things going on as well. And it's just taken from a live improvisation to live sampling and recomposition to border-defying beat collage. A new jazz mixtape tells a many-splendor tale of transatlantic collaboration in constant cadence. And this has a Obi strip on here that I won't take off. I really dig it. But the photograph itself intrigued me, and I picked this up. And at Daddy Cool's, I pulled it up, and one of the salespeople there says, "Oh, I know you know music because you touched that record. He goes, I know you're taking that one home. He goes, I know you, and I know you'll take that home and you'll really dig it. And he was right. I really, really dug this record so much. Yeah. He goes, yes, it takes a special person to get into this one, and it's really worth a listen. Really think this is an international anthem record company that I know a lot of people buy stuff from this label that has a lot of really interesting um, um, experimental and alternative type jazz and I guess new age and folk and that kind of stuff. Really interesting stuff. But this goes under the moniker of maybe jazz. I think you'll put this under jazz. That's what I put in my collection under jazz. I have several other of his records. Mackay McCraven even did a tribute to Gil Scott Heron that's really, really good too. Excellent record. All right, this one I just happened to see. I don't even remember where I saw this, but I just love the cover. And this is, and I didn't even know who the artist was until I knew I was going to get it just because I love the cover. But then when I saw who it was, I was like, oh, this is an artist by the name of Klaus Augerman with Michael Brecker. I didn't even see that right away. And this is it's just the two of them. Michael Brecker on saxophone and, let's see, well, no, it's actually several other people. There's a rhythm section as well, but I think they do a little bit stuff, just the two of them. Klaus Augerman plays piano. This is jazz. And who else is on? Steve Gadd plays drums on here. Marcus Miller's on bass on one of the tracks. John Tropea is on one of the tracks. Paulino da Costa plays percussion on one of the tracks. So they have some guests in here. Eddie Gomez plays bass on two of the tracks here. But there's a lot. It's really great. John Tropea plays... Marcus Miller plays bass on quite a few tracks, actually. So, and this is from 1982. So this was a while ago. It was in great shape. It was very cheap. And the cover's in really good shape. And the record is in really good shape. And I've only listened to it once. I got to listen to it again. I don't really have much to say about it. But it says here, at Montreux, 1981, producer Tommy LaPuma and saxophone player Michael Brecker crossed paths. Their meeting was not an accident. In fact, LaPuma had very specific proposition for the sax virtuoso. I asked Mike if he would be interested in recording again with Klaus Augerman. So I guess they had done another album before. But anyway, I got to look more into this. But anyway, they apparently got back together and put this record out called Cityscape. Great cover. So sometimes you just pick up records just because of the cover. This next cover, I just picked it up and looked at it because I love the graphics, and then I realized I knew the band. So I said, I have to get this. And it was cheap. This is an indie rock band. And I hadn't looked at a record, hadn't seen a record for them in quite a few years. Probably like maybe 8 to 10 years. But this was a 2022 release. And I just found this like about maybe 6-8 months ago. Fujiya Miyagi. And they're kind of dancey, kind of like Tame Impala, that kind of thing. But really good. The beats on here are really, really good. The sound, but the graphics. Look at this cover; it's incredible. And has a custom label. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And look at this. Look at this. It was very cheap. Maybe like $10 or something. It was in the clearance section at Daddy Cool, and I was like, ooh. Let me pull this. Let me take it home. I actually listened to it on my phone a little bit at the store, and I was like, after 2 tracks, I was like, I'm getting this. It's a limited blue edition. It's blue vinyl, and it is 180 gram weight on that. So, and this is called Slight Variations. by Fujiya Miyagi. Really good. Let's go back to Coal Mine. I didn't know anything about this group, but I saw the cover and it made me think of the 50s and 60s jazz albums. And this is Coal Mine Records, rough and tough collection of West Coast instrumentals by the band called the Rugged Nuggets, and this is called Odds and Ends. Look at this. Doesn't that make you think of like those really cool bebop records that came out? It's really, they do a really good job at Coal Mine. Yeah, this is mastered in, recorded in Los Angeles and mastered in Ventura, California. Engineered and mixed by the Rugged Nuggets, so they do it's all instrumental stuff. Again, another jam band, soul, funk, really funky. This is really, really funky. It's all instrumental, and it's really, really good. It's one of those records that you just throw on and just like, yeah, just let it wash over you. It's really good, and you can't help but just move to it. It's a really cool record. But again, you know, packaging is everything sometimes for me, and if something has a really good, you know, graphics, a really good photograph, really good painting, sometimes, depending on what I think it is, because I'll investigate a little further once I see the album cover, I just get intrigued. And sometimes packaging is everything. It just makes you think, oh, I got to check out and see what this is about, because it looks kind of cool. So I like that. This is another record that I saw the cover, didn't know the band, and then when I investigated a little further, I realized this is a recording project by a member of Alabama Shakes. His name is Heath Fogg. And it's a side project from Alabama Shakes, the guy from Alabama Shakes. And this is called Sun on Shade. Really good record. Look at this beautiful artwork. That's what struck me right away. I knew nothing about this record. And I said, oh, it's a guy from Alabama Shakes? I guess I'm going to have to pick this up. You know? He's a guitarist for Alabama Shakes. And it's very good stuff. Indie rock. A little bit more kind of soulful, little R&B flavor in it. It's rock, but it has more R&B kind of flavor. And there's a lot of different singers on here singing different songs. Sam Doors, Shauna Tucker, Lloyd Buchanan. Those are the singers on this record. So, and this was 2020 on ATO Records. And it's self-produced, produced by Heath Fogg. But really love that cover. And it's definitely worth every dime. It's really good. It's just a recording project by Heath Fogg of Alabama Shakes featuring, and I just told you the artists. But really good record. See this around, pick it up. It's in order. This one, I had, you know, when I passed by it, I said, this looks like it could be Coal Mine, but it turns out it was actually Daptone. And when I didn't, you know, I saw the cover first, and then I realized it was Daptone, so I figured it's probably going to be really good. This one has a matte finish, but look at that cover. And this band is called the Poets of Rhythm. Again, a band like Galactic, Lettuce, Snarky Puppy, you know, Orgone, you know, Rugged Nuggets, Surefire Soul Ensemble, Ghost something Orchestra. I can't think of the name. But this is a gatefold as well. I'll just show the full thing here. Really cool, huh? This is a photograph of the group. And it's a double disc vinyl. And It's really good. It's a very good record. Um, I really dug this a lot. I'll have to, and I haven't listened to it in a while, so I can't tell you right off the bat which tracks I like the best. But it's soul. It's soul. It's kind of jammy soul, you know. And let's see, celebrating its 20th anniversary, a seminal modern funk classic is finally back in print. Yeah, so I guess this was in print a while back, but yeah, I'm happy to have this. I got two more. This one, the cover intrigued me. I'm always interested in great photography, and I thought the photography on this was very interesting. It just looked like some odd thing. I didn't know what it was, and it was again sheep. And this is an artist by the name of Kindness. I think he's Native American, if I'm not mistaken. And this was 2019. The record label is called Female Energy. Interesting. The record is called Something Like a War. He has a couple of artists on here. Jasmine Sullivan's on here, the soul singer Jasmine Sullivan. Sanebo Say, I don't know that artist. Alexandria. Also Robin from, I think she's from Norway. She's a dance artist. Cosima and Nadia Nair. So there's a lot of different people on here. He's a singer. It says here, Something Like a War, limited edition, opaque pink. And I guess he's a pop artist. And I'm not sure where, I gotta do some more research. See, that's him. It's recorded in, I think it was recorded in Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. Some in Brooklyn and some in Los Angeles. Yeah. But it's kind of, some of it's like dance music. It's also a double record, double disc vinyl. And never heard of him before, but I really, look at this. I really, really dig the music on here. It's like a lot of fun. It's kind of pop, but very experimental pop, kind of epic pop, I would say, and kind of like 07 or oh, I can't think of the other name of the band, but 07 or Gorillas, that kind of thing, But really, really dig this. It's really good. And the last one is I don't know what you call them, but it's an indie rock band called Kaleo. And they're very strong. They remind me of, what's the name of the group? I have it over here. AWOL Nation, very much like AWOL Nation, very powerful, almost like bands that probably were inspired by Nine Inch Nails, but they don't go that far, but they have that big sound, And Kaleo has that big sound, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're Australian, I'm not sure. But I saw this cover, and I thought it was very intriguing, beautiful artwork on this. They have a new one out. I haven't picked it up yet. They just came out with a new release. This is called Surface Sounds. And the song on here that I really dig is, what's the name of it? Where is it? Break My Baby. Yeah, Break My Baby. But everything on here is really good. Hey Gringo, My Fair Lady, Skinny. But Break My Baby that's a powerful, musically it just like hits you so hard, It shakes you down to the core. but they're really a power. It's like a power pop band. Um, really good stuff. I really highly recommend this. You know, you see like it's like a volcano on top and an iceberg underneath. It's really cool. And all their covers are similar. They have different kinds of weird um, artwork. Beautiful illustration. Kaleo. Surface Sounds is the name of this record. And there you have it. I might do another one of this later on if I can go through my collection and look for some more. I'm sure there's other albums that I have picked up only because I like the way it looked. I like the cover. The cover just intrigued me. Especially like I can probably look through my international stuff, and there's a lot of international stuff that I picked up only because the cover was intriguing. Because I didn't know the artists. A lot of the artists from other countries, I don't know who they are, but I find out who they are because I'm intrigued by their covers or their packaging or whatever it is, or I hear it in the store. But this was more of a visual thing. These were visual blind buys. That sounds weird, but that's what they were, and I'm glad that I like that sense. That you eat with your eyes, you know what I mean? But sometimes I listen with my eyes as well. I just look at something and I could tell it's something that I'm going to like. And nine times out of ten, I keep the record that I only picked up because I really dug the cover. I'm usually not wrong when I see a really good production value on an album. I go, they put that much time and effort into this record, it's got to be good. I don't know, whatever, but it's worked for me. So if you've done that at times, if you have any examples of records that you blind bought only because you thought the cover looked really cool, or there was an artist on there that you knew, and you just said, "Oh, I think I'll take a chance on it," but mainly because you liked the way the cover looked. The cover just enticed you. That's great marketing, but that's also great artistic expression because that's the whole package. The music could be great, and then if the cover is great on top of that, all the better. Because there's some people, some records that you actually love, the covers suck. Like I'm not really into Wet Leg, but I saw everybody's been talking about the new Wet Leg album, and I saw that cover and I went, ooh, the music's probably great, but that cover is bizarre and it's not cute, Anyway, in my opinion. And actually, some people who reviewed it said the same thing. They said, I don't know what they were thinking about when they put this cover out there, but whatever. So that's what I mean. Sometimes the cover actually completes the package for sound. So enough of that explanation. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any records that you bought just because you liked the way it looked and you were happy that you did that, put it in the comment section. See if I got that too. Who knows? We might have picked up some of the same records. So anyway, have a good evening, guys, and I hope I didn't bore you. And this is DJ Vinyl Vertigo saying, keep listening to great music.